Table tennis is it's uniquely accessible. You know, we have placements of occupational therapists at the club. We have done lots of work with Mark, with the Refugee Integration Project. Done work with young carers before, and I think that one thing that's never been fully researched is the benefits of table tennis to people's mental health. So you know, there's doing something physically active, which we all know is good for our mental health. There's the benefits of playing table tennis and just concentrating on hitting the next ball back, so you don't think about you know, whether you've come from Syria or whether you're having an argument at home with a parent or carer who's had a bad day at school. Whatever situation you come into the table tennis club from, you just put all of that out of your mind and you're playing table tennis. And then there's the third benefit, which is the community. Players that are 98, up to the age of 98, come to the club, and in terms of community integration and social cohesion, the table tennis club is being looked at as an example of a community where you've got a host community, local, some disadvantaged young people. Amin is from Darfur and Farhad is from Helmand. They both come via Calais. Yeah. Harry is from Brighton. Harry's the first coach in the world with Down syndrome.
Like me, I did win a gold medal in Portugal in 2019, and with my partner Joanne.
You're going to see a bit of that later,
If you show you the video later.
And Harry's relationship with Wenwei is really, really close. So Wenwei's 65 years old from China, and Harry's 28 now from Brighton.
They
identify as brothers. So Wenwei and Harry have got an amazing relationship.
Me and my.
This is a nice picture of the cross section of the club and the concept of just it being ordinary. It's just an ordinary community table tennis club where underneath all of this other stuff is happening. Lots of different people in and out all day. Yeah. These are our 4 values, which we'll talk a little bit about: community, respect, solidarity and competition. Yeah. But that was the building we moved into 4 years ago, and I think the next slide should have a picture of the building.
Yeah. This is a picture of a nice job, and these t-shirts here I'm wearing now. This is all the people are wearing it. They are new t-shirts. I know anymore.
That was a few months ago, yeah.
Yeah.
So yes, you know, it's clearly a growing and diverse community. There's a few dogs with t-shirts in that photo.
The bunny.
So lots of different people, different ages, different backgrounds, and I think table tennis is just such a good leveller for, you can have anyone standing at the other end of the table, and everyone's got a chance of playing together. So that's us now, that's the community. Who's that, Harry?
Her name is Betty, and she, how old is she?
98.
In 98.
So we do 35 sessions a week in the club, and then 30 to 40 sessions of outreach. So one of the sessions is at Patching Lodge, and Betty's our oldest player.
Respect.
So what do you think, why is the club about respect, Harry?
Well, you said respect, it means respect other people and how they're feeling as well about the job. For myself, I respect Tim and others at the top as well.
Okay.
And Tim respects you as well.
Absolutely.
Sometimes he does.
Since we moved into that full-time venue, every Tuesday after school with a charity called FFT, so Friends, Families and Travellers. They are a national organisation, but they're based in Brighton and community based, and they have very good links into the traveller community. And there's a full-time permanent traveller site at Patcham in Horsley, and a minibus collects the young Irish traveller kids, brings them to the club, and they're there every Tuesday after school, integrated, playing table tennis, improving, meeting the people like Harry's there coaching them, Amin and Farhad, and just a range of people are there playing table tennis together. And I think what of all the groups that we do sessions with, I think the traveller community is the most marginalised, or one of the most marginalised and hard to reach. And I think most of the young people will go to primary school, and apart from one or two exceptions, they don't go to secondary school. They kind of step out of the mainstream education system. And I think having Irish Travellers at the Table Tennis Club, as well as all of the other groups, it's about normalising the presence of those people to each other. To build a resilient community is to provide that sense of belonging, to give people in your organisation that sense of belonging, and then secondly, to give them an opportunity to make a positive contribution to that community. So it's not one stage and then two stages. That if someone is, we're going to watch a little clip of Harry, who became the first coach in the world with Down syndrome 2 years ago. If someone is made to feel like, put a bat in their hand, welcome into the club, and they start coming weekly or more frequently, as soon as they can play and help, and they can do their coaching qualification or just volunteer in an after school club, then that sense of contributing back something to the community enhances their feeling of belonging. So it becomes this positive
cycle.
Yeah. Harry's dad as one volunteer, Caleb, who's made some of the films we're going to show a bit later, Gary, who's our caretaker. I think, these people have come in, and when they've got to know the club and the club has got to know them, then it's, well, it's a mutually beneficial relationship. So it's like co-production, play people to their strengths. This local 18-year-old contacted the club 3 years ago to say, I've just read about your club, can I come and make some videos? And now we sold the Duke of York's out 3 times last summer with his film that we're going to watch a bit of later, and he's now making films for lots of other people. So it's kind of given him a platform. So it's it's table tennis, but it's more than just table tennis. It's everything around that. For the last nearly 2 years, we've been doing a weekly session at Highdown Prison, which is in Surrey. And we go there every Tuesday, and it's just really, really interesting and fantastic session. They had 2 or 3 broken tables 2 years ago. Got a little bit of funding, and there's now 12 tables in the sports hall, 25, 30 prisoners in the sports hall every Tuesday morning, and they come down and they practice, and we're doing coaching courses in the prison. So we've got all these prisoners in Highdown Prison, and now the women's prison next door in Downview Prison. But they go back to their house blocks on the prison, and there's 6 house blocks and 3 spurs on each house block. They've got a table tennis table on all of them already. So table tennis is in all of these places. It's in Millview Psychiatric Hospital. It's table tennis. There's table tennis in every youth club and in every kind of community institution. But with the prisoners, what has been the most powerful thing that we've done in those sessions is take in players in their 80s, or take in players either in their 80s and some of our disabled players, and give the prisoners a chance to practice their coaching and use their coaching with guests, with players from the club. So I think that concept of pushing the limit on people with Down syndrome never played table tennis to this level before, and 3 of them happen to live within a mile radius of the club here. And it's about access to opportunity rather than something unique about Brighton. Introduce me, Harry?
Did a story about Amin. He was in Paris with Nick Trio, and he told him about travel and his job he's been doing with kids.
So Amin is 18, just, and he's been in Brighton for 2.5 years, and he came from Sudan, from Darfur. So he left Darfur aged 13, 14, and spent a long time travelling through Libya, through Italy, spent the winter in Calais in 2016, the winter of 15-16, and arrived in Brighton in May 16. And Caleb, who's made our films, what's been really good about this one in particular is that it's not just like the BBC one, it's just a snapshot of a couple of hours, but Caleb's kind of tracked a mean over 2 years, and you see the transformation in just 5 or 6 minutes. You show a mean arriving and just developing through the club.
Yeah.
Lots of the stuff we've spoken about today is a mean
The
personifies.
video of, I mean.
I think we've talked a lot for the last couple of years about building a network of table tennis clubs with clubs in Wales and in London and that has happened, but I think every table tennis club has its own unique identity. I think it's trying to fit square pegs in round holes to tell all of these clubs, right, this is how to do it and you have to follow our way. So I don't think that's going to work. What has been a really nice development is Nakib, who's one of our Afghan coaches, Cedric, professional French coach, and another guy called David Skur. They've opened a club in Worthing, so it's just a little bit down the road, but far enough away to have their own independence, and we're kind of helping them start from scratch, a new club, and that will have its own identity, but we can help them, and it can be like a sister club.